Hey everybody, so here on the screen we've got Larry Kudlow, who has his own show, as I'm sure you all know, and Kevin O'Leary. Just more bad news for the little guy, more bad news for the economy, and it's just best to be aware to see what's going on out there. So here we have an article about the ERC, the IRS presses pause on processing new claims. Yep. So the employee retention program, those claims, the payments are being paused. So here it says on September 14th, the IRS announced that it would stop processing new claims for the employee retention credit, ERC, through at least December 31st, 2023. Citing serious concerns about aggressive promoters that it says are pushing employees to make questionable and even fraudulent claims to the ERC. The IRS also extended its processing time for existing claims from 90 days to 180 days and hinted at forthcoming relief provisions for taxpayers who were victims of unscrupulous ERC promoters and made false claims to credits. Wow. So, listen to this. So, if you're one of those small businesses that are waiting to maybe get your ERC credit and you thought it was going to be processed, you're going to have to wait till that company, your business is going to have to wait till 90 days to 180 days. And we are talking about a whole lot of money. We're talking about a lot of money. So listen to just a part of this clip here with Kevin O'Leary. Again, this is going to have a major effect on small businesses, okay? The small businesses that pretty much hire 60% of the people in the United States, and you wonder why you can't get a living wage. You wonder why you wonder why you can't get a raise. You wonder why you're overworked. Why? They're trying to compensate. All the money is going to the big boys. No money is going to the small businesses that needed to go ahead and help the American people. Don't forget, that's where 60% of the jobs are reportedly coming from. Small businesses. So, this right here you thought might be a lifeline. Might want to think again. So, listen to this right here. This is Kevin O'Leary.
Which is causing chaos right now is those loan books and those regional banks. Remember, we have 41.
And he's talking about the regional banks with regard to commercial properties. The commercial properties, people have walked away. They're not going back into the office. There's not going to be someone rushing in to sign that new lease. Not happening. So those commercial buildings are going to pretty much be on the books of the banks. Okay, that's what he's referring to when he says about the banks.
100 regional banks have closed to small business because they have capital call requirements put on them because of the pressure on this commercial real estate. So they're not making loans. And even worse, Larry, yesterday the IRS canceled any more refunds for 90 days on the employee retention credit for small business. And there was billions about to be sent out to these small businesses. And as far as I know, it's the only active program that businesses can get capital right now from the government. They shut it down.
Why'd they do that, Kevin? I wasn't even aware of that. Why'd they do that?
No,
what was
they
the
did
logic?
it because the concern of fraud in the program. And I would tell everybody that every government program that involves an application has fraud in it. But 90+% of the people that apply for this are good men and women in small businesses in America. Maybe it's as high as 95%. And so the IRS, because they're concerned, and I understand their concern, for the 5% or whatever it is that are filing these fraudulent claims, they shut the whole thing down for 3 months.
However, there are reports of people committing fraud for the PPP loans, but guess what? Hey, there were no prosecutions. They didn't go after those people. A lot of people came into this country getting those loans. There's even talk of people, my God, politicians. I mean, this is crazy. But hey, they didn't go after those people. Not as aggressively as I think they should have. So because 5% may commit fraud, the other 95% of those small businesses, they're going to have to go ahead and wait to get their money. You do understand, this is a small business. They can't get money from the banks. And quite a few of them, I'm quite sure, were looking for that relief from the ERC, the Employee Retention Credit. I'm sure they're looking forward to it. So you can't get money from the bank. This is the one lifeline that you had, and the lifeline has been snatched away from you. So ergo, hate to say it, in my opinion, you're going to have more small businesses that are going to, unfortunately, the business is going to go under. This was the lifeline. Don't forget, the banks don't loan them any money. And if they do loan them some money, you understand the high interest rates. So this year, this was a lifeline, I'm quite sure, for many of them. Lifeline cut off. So if you can't get money to grow the business, and you can't get your ERC because, 5%. I mean, it's like, are you kidding me? 5% may commit fraud. Not 20, 30%. 5% may commit fraud. So shut the whole thing down for now. 90 days, 180 days. I hate to say it, I really think that a lot of those people, the small companies, their businesses that are relying on this money, my concern is they're not going to get the money in time. And I do not believe that everyone is going to be able to go ahead and hold on and hold strong and continue to operate. I don't believe it. Don't forget, they can't get money from the banks. So if this is the one lifeline that they had, and this lifeline, 90 days to 180 days, are you kidding me? With inflation? Are you kidding me? So do not be surprised if there are going to be more job cuts, more layoffs. Don't be surprised if you're going to see more mom and pop companies, businesses that are going to close down. Don't be surprised, not just as mom and pop, because you can have 500 people or under and be considered a small business. Okay, so do not be surprised if you see more and more small businesses in your area that are going to be cutting down. Because guess what? They don't have the money. A business is like a person. Okay, it has to have resources. Just like a person, a business cannot operate off air. It has to have capital. You have to have capital to pay your house, not your car, your mortgage, your apartment, your condo, groceries, gasoline. So it's already tough. Oh, and don't forget, I'm sure a lot of them probably still have to pay back. What is that thing? The SBA loan. Yeah. Trump, there was talk during his administration forgiving the SBA loans, but as you can see, he did not get reelected. So yeah, I've heard of people having to close down their business, and guess what? Still got stuck with that loan. And the fact that, I closed down, couldn't make it. No, you still have an obligation to pay the SBA back the loan money for your business, even if it has closed down. So just think about it, people. Can't get money from the banks. This was the only lifeline that I've heard of. And now it's pushed back 90 to 180 days. You got to be kidding me. So they're more concerned with illegal immigration than they are with Americans trying to maintain their businesses so they can go ahead and keep their employees. They can go ahead and feed their families. The holidays are coming up. It's already hard to survive as it is. Inflation is here. So I guess I have to wait the 90 to 180 days. But trust and believe. I'm sorry to tell you. I think, unfortunately, you're going to have a lot of small businesses that are going to have to close down. There's going to be more job cuts. People are going to they're going to lose their jobs. Why? This here is the lifeline. So yeah, let me know what you all think. I'm going to tell you, I think it's ridiculous. 5%. Are you kidding me? 5%? So can you imagine waiting for that lifeline? It could change everything. Can change everything. So yeah. So this here, expect more layoffs and expect to see, what do they say, a grand opening, a grand closing. I think you're going to have more shops that are going to close down across the board. And that's the part that's really sad. Once those small, be it a company or a mom and pop business, once they shut down, there is no flipping a switch, a light switch to, quote, turn it back on. It doesn't work that way. And I'm sure we all know that. And that's the part I find so very frustrating. It's like, my goodness, if that company closes down, all these small businesses close down, you do understand you're going to have a worse problem, because guess what? The people that work for the business, they're going to have to find other jobs. Surprise, surprise. So is the business owner. Ain't that something? So now you're going to have more people unemployed. Yeah. When business closed down, now you've got the people that have to find new jobs plus the business owner. They have to find new jobs too. More people on unemployment. And some business owners that don't even pay in so they can get unemployment or what have you. So they're going to be just stuck out. American dream squashed. So let me know what you all think. I think it is ridiculous. It's like you have got to be over 5%. So the other 95% that is going to have to suffer. Good luck. Essentially, everyone is pretty much on their own. So thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on this. So if you're waiting on that ERC credit and you have not got your funding yet, what is it, 26K per person on the payroll? If your company or your business is waiting on the ERC and you haven't gotten your funding yet, unfortunately, you may have to wait longer. Again, 90 to 180 days. And don't forget, that's to restart it. Depends on where they are. They still have to process. Unbelievable. So I'm out, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Simply Said 2 on YouTube.